How's it going, guys? It's me, the Domotaku. I was gonna do something weird, but I don't know what it was. But anyways, guys, how's it going? It's me, and I'm here to talk about the next episode for Love Live Sunshine. Now, interestingly enough, I'm like, you guys see me on Twitter, I'm like loving this series so much, and it's so amazing. I love this series. You know, I can't believe before the day when I had doubts on Love Live Sunshine and just like I was like really questioning it, but now I'm like a huge fan. I'm really loving it. So anyways, guys, episode 3 was pretty amazing. I just can't say enough. For one, interestingly enough, in this series we're introduced to all of the characters of the story, the main group of AQOURS, and we see the first concert, and like, I don't know if it's me, but this is technically the same pacing as Love Live Sunshine, or not Sunshine, the first idol project, where I'm pretty sure in episode 3 or 4 was when they did Star Dash, and then it's sort of the similar feeling where in 3 episodes you did your first concert already. That's outstanding, and I guess it's just true or not, you know, it's just sort of a thing. But you know, the first concert happens, and for one, it's really I was expecting so much similarities from the first idol project, where, if you all know, okay, so spoilers from the first idol project, how the freaking auditorium was empty when they first did their concert, and then it was only the rest of the members of Muse there. So yeah, I was just expecting that so much. It's like, okay, let's see how many people they actually fulfilled. But I gotta talk about the things that happened before this. So we're introduced to the headmaster or the headmistress of the school, which is Mari. I don't know if that was like legit, but Mari, freaking Mari is hilarious. The third year, the blonde third year, I don't know if she's foreign or whatnot, but she's one of the members of AQOURS, or she will be joining AQOURS, and she is a student in the school, and she's also the headmaster of the school. I'm just like, what the frick? They're recruiting kind of young here, but they got money and, well, so freaking whatever. And yeah, she introduces herself as the headmaster of the school, and she's giving AQOURS and Chika a proposal that if they do a concert in their gym and they fill up the whole building, that they would allow them to build their school idol club even without 5 members. So Chika, Rico, and Yo agree to that, and you know, at first glance they saw, oh my gosh, she tricked us because there's not enough students in this school to actually fill the whole thing. And so they go to another neighboring city, they hand out flyers, and I gotta say, like, I'm really liking these characters. Like, Rico and her phobia of dogs, hilarious. Yo is super famous and really friendly with anyone, and her whole signature like I captain thing, and she's just super like friendly, and all the like other girls like her. I was like, oh my gosh, she's awesome. Chika being the leader, of course. So yeah, like, and then we see like whatchamacallit, I think her name's Dia, the student council president who hates them but is clearly a fan of Muse. Mari is funny with her accent and her jokes. I just find her entertaining. What's her name? Johan? I know her by her Chinubyo name, but yeah, Johan happens to be around Ruby and Hanamaru. First years, they're just cool there, and you know whatnot. But yeah, so eventually the girls try to go to a neighboring city, try to hand out flyers, and try to get people to join their thing. And then they also forgot to bring up the idea of their group name. And interestingly about their group name, so their group name comes from, they're like writing it in the sand, right? And apparently the name AQOURS just happens to be on the sand, and they didn't know who wrote it. None of them wrote it. They're trying to come up with ideas for their group name. It's like, oh, 3 mermaids or 3 aqua girls, something like that. That's so hilarious. But yeah, AQOURS just happens to mysteriously appear in the sand, written for them. It's like, oh yeah, let's just go with AQOURS, and then they have to create their song, and you know, it's just really like the similarities of the same process as Muse and the first idol project. And then their concert happened. The concert, now, I was saying before in the beginning, you know, I was expecting some similarities between the first season and the first idol project in the first concert, because in the first concert no one came except towards the end. But in this one, at least people did come, you know, some students from the thing, and like it happened to be raining on that day, and that was terrible luck. Like I mean, in the first one, you know, it was like people were already in clubs and weren't really interested. In this one, it was raining, and you know, it was just like a few people, and I was like, oh man, this kind of sucks. But you know, they still went on, they did their song. But then the worst comes again, and freaking blackout happens and knocks the whole stadium out of power and their audio and whatnot, and they can't really sing to stand with their normal voice, and it's like, oh my god, this is 2 times worse. I was like, I didn't expect a blackout because for one, it's raining. I was like, okay, people can't come to the school because it's raining, but no, this freaking blackout happened. So then, you know, it's sort of sad when they start like being in disbelief, where it's like, oh shoot, what do we do, Chica? It's like they keep on singing, but then they're also sad. It's like, oh man, their first concert just got freaking like seriously. And then miracle happens when Dia, the student council president, actually goes to find backup generators and helps them. And then more people come up from Chica's sister, brought her co-workers and all the students, and other people from the area come in, like families and whatnot, and like they fill the stadium. They freaking do. And I was just like, whoa, this is pretty awesome, and this is so different from the first Idol project, but it's amazing. And then, you know, they filled up the whole stadium, and they continue their song, they finish it. You know, hopefully when the official version comes out, I can get one version that's not interrupted by the blackout, please, and I want to listen to it. So yeah, they come up, they finish the song, and then Dia comes up where she's like, oh, you know, you couldn't have done this without the help of previous idols or whatever. You know, Dia just really hates their guts, but she's an inner fan herself, and I really have an explanation for that. But yeah, you know, they did their first concert, they're talking to everyone's like, oh, we want to shine and we want to be idols, and you know, we know that, and we want to do this, and you know, we can't do anything by not doing or not just watching and whatnot. And you know, they're just explaining themselves for being idols, and you know, they technically fit the requirements to become the idol group, and Mari has to do her part in their promise, so she's probably gonna do that and make them an official idol group as AQOURS. And now other hypotheses. So for one, in the trailer for the next episode, I'm assuming that they get the first years recruited, mostly Hanamura and Ruby, considering they're like the closest ones that actually like idols to an extent. Ruby loves idols, and freaking Hanamura is a bookworm. Oh my goodness. And was their third year friend Canon, I believe her name is, freaking outside being the Maki, just like outside of the building, just listening to them. I was like, okay, they did it, so I'm just gonna leave. And they've become okay. So one thing with the student council president, Dia, her deal with her hate on AQOURS and the school idol thing, I think it's because, for one, they come in like they're like, what is it? Their area is like in the countryside where they're not away from the city, and you know, as much as Dia loves school idols, I'm assuming that she thinks that it's impossible to become school idols and become like idols and famous in the countryside where, you know, they're away from the city where there should be. And that, you know, in the countryside, the only thing you can do in the countryside as a occupation or as a thing is to do whatever. And you know, she has this belief in this idol group and that the idol thing will actually work. That's my assumption for Dia, just like, you know, based off what I've seen as her being a fan of Muse and her rejection towards idols and these three being idols. But yeah, Mari, she's just gonna be a thing. I'm assuming she's the last one to join, because if you see the first music video for their first album single thing, she's the last one to join AQOURS from Ascent. And Johan seems interested in the school idol thing. She got a flyer from one of them in the city, and then she goes to the concert. She's interested, and after the concert, she looks amazed at what she saw. So I'm assuming she joins the school idol thing because of that. And I don't know how the hell her singing and her personality is gonna work together, you know. So yeah, that's about it for episode 3 of Love Live Sunshine. And you know, like, this is just me hypothesizing with details that we have currently, but you know, it follows the same pace to an extent of the first idol project, where in 3 episodes they come up with their name, they have a song, they have their concert, and you know, if episode 4 happens, they recruit Rin and Hanayo, and then this one they're gonna recruit Hanamura and Ruby. Not that it's actually gonna be the same pace, it's just I get a feeling. So anyways, I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video on Don't Talk at Any channel. If you liked the video, if you like AQOURS and their song, even though it got cut out in the middle because of the blackout, like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe, because episode 4 will come out in a week, and I'll be covering to see if my hypothesis was true and we get Ruby and Hanamura in the AQOURS group. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video on Don't Talk at Anime channel. So take care, guys, and matane.